We are Petra and Kat. Come along as we share travel tips and discover new and unforgettable destinations. From hidden gems to popular landmarks, we hope our travel tales will inspire you to embark on your own adventures.
Welcome to the channel.
I'm Petra.
And I'm Kat.
And today we're going to talk about 3 amazing days at seas and some things that you shouldn't do when traveling on a cruise ship. So day 16 on the cruise, we went for our morning walk.
Absolutely.
Beautiful morning. Then, of course, we went to pickleball.
Of course.
We really have been improving, and it's thanks to Dan and Kelly who've been giving us some tricks and tips on how to move on the court and get better.
They were amazing. Amazing couple.
After that, I went with Amy and Chris to do something called the Royal Puzzle. It's kind of like an escape room, but it's all puzzles. And we had such a blast. We met some new people and had a lot of fun.
No escape rooms for me. I get too claustrophobic.
After that, we did Battle of the Sexes, progressive trivia, and we met a new lady. Her name was Tarina. She and her husband, Dennis, are very smart. So we were very glad that Tarina was on the girls' team.
Have we explained yet why I don't do a lot of trivia?
Because you're really good at music.
I'm good at the music stuff, but when it comes to general knowledge trivia, no good. No bueno. No good.
After that, we went to go and visit the robotic bar. What was it called? The Bionic Bar.
Bionic bar. It's just a robot that makes a drink. That's all.
Well, it seems really like low-key, not that cool to us anymore because we've seen it a couple of times on cruise ships, but they actually are pretty cool.
Yes, they are. It was a great idea. Great idea.
And we didn't get a drink at the robot bar, but we did watch other people do it. After that, we had the Crossing the Equator ceremony.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know this was such a huge thing. And it's something that's comedy of comedies or something. I don't even know how to explain it, but there was a lot of kissing of dead fish.
There was a lot of weird stuff. They dumped pasta on people's heads. I didn't quite understand, but apparently on ships all over the world, not just cruise ships, but even container ships and naval ships and things, they have this Crossing the Equator ceremony. And I'm thinking that maybe not everybody dumps pasta. I'm not sure, but
it was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was hilarious.
We had a blast. After that, we got in the pool because the pool deck cleared out after the Crossing Equator ceremony, and that was wonderful. We had so much fun. Suzanne got in the pool with us, our new friend Suzanne. So fun. We went looking for ducks.
I like looking for ducks. It's kind of fun for me.
It's also fun hiding ducks.
I think I like hiding ducks more than finding them. Actually, I like to see people finding a duck. And when people find a duck, it's pretty exciting.
We met some friends and they enjoyed hiding ducks and then waiting for people to find them. And I thought, how clever is that? But we didn't have the patience for that. We would just hide them and keep walking.
Keep going. Keep moving.
Then we got ready for dinner. Looked super cute. And after dinner, we went to this amazing show at the theater called Duo Quintessence.
Aren't you happy that I can get you to go to shows now? Because you never used to like to go to shows, right? Correct?
I'm a bit of a show snob, so there are shows that I still won't go to. But this one was not to be missed. It's a really great story. It's this couple who met on a cruise ship. They were dancers, and they actually were working on different shows. And then they started dating, and then they created this incredible aerial show that they've had on the ships now for, I think, 10 years.
Yeah, they were definitely the most sweetest couple. You could feel their love story from the stage, and they were very talented. And the girl was from West Virginia and from the same hometown as one of my best friends. So it was cool.
It was. They have a really cool story, and they did 3 acts, and between each act, they showed a video sharing their story, and it was just a really, exactly, heartwarming is exactly the word. And they were exceptionally talented.
And they were exceptionally nice. I mean, they met with everybody after the show and answered questions, and they were just so heartwarming and just so kind. I just really loved that moment.
Absolutely. We finished the night going to the Vintages bar, met a new friend, William, had a little drink, and enjoyed the evening. Day 17, another sea day, another walk around the ship.
I think they're starting to realize how many sea days we had.
We had a lot of sea days.
There was a lot of sea days. So I hope you're enjoying all this information.
We ended up at the Seaplex to play pickleball. We played with Dan and another new friend, Karen, because Kelly was at an exercise class or something.
Yeah, she was dancing. She likes to dance. She's a dancer.
After that, we had lunch with a group of people that we met on a Facebook group. We had all connected in one way or another, and there were a bunch of us there. We had lunch with everyone who was able to join us, and it was really nice to sort of sit down and get to talk to people one-on-one.
Don't you think that the Facebook group was amazing for this trip? I don't know what we would have done without it. There was a lot of good information, and it was really, really fun to meet and spend more time with the people who posted so many great ideas and suggestions.
In fact, later in the video, we are going to give you the things that you shouldn't do on a cruise ship. This is one thing you're going to want to do is if you're on a cruise, particularly if it's longer than a week, if it's a sort of specialty cruise, find that Facebook group because you're going to get to meet people and you're going to hear all sorts of cool hints and ideas of things to do while you're on the cruise. We had progressive trivia with the whole group. We were with Suzanne and her husband, Bob. We were with Gail and her husband, Angus. And then, of course, Vicki and Steve were joining us as well. And of that group of 8, really 3 people were just there as cheerleaders. Kathleen, Vicki, and Suzanne. Each group was...
Every now and then we have an answer.
Oh,
we
if it was a music question. And there were a couple of days where the 3 of them just went off and did their own thing. And we're like, where are they? We have a Taylor Swift question. Yeah, but it's okay. We had a blast. Then we got ready for dinner. Looked cute. And then we went to a show. She got me to another show.
Another show, yes.
This was really good. It was called Evolution Motown. And it was these 3 young men who were phenomenally talented.
Incredibly talented.
And we had not seen this show on the prior cruise. Remember, we did back-to-back cruises. We did not see that show that last time, but we had heard it was pretty good. People who went to both said this one was even better. And it turns out the reason that it was better was because the 3 guys that were in the show on this cruise were the 3 actual guys. One of the guys was as a replacement the week before.
He was good too, though.
I'm sure he was. But the reason that the one guy was being replaced was because he was on The Voice. He was filming for The Voice. How cool is that?
Yeah, and one of the guys was on American Idol as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were very talented.
Super talented kids. I mean, they weren't kids. They're
young
probably
adults.
They're probably in their early 30s, if we're being honest, but they're kids to us.
Definitely.
Oh, I'm gonna sit. And then we had a little wander through the ship to finish out the night. It was really nice.
And I know what you're all thinking. Like, how boring is this? All these sea days. And I have to tell you, there was that one day where I felt like, oh my God, I really need this to end.
It may be boring for you, but it wasn't.
It wasn't boring for us, especially this particular size of ship. There was just so much to do. And even if you just needed a quiet moment, there was a library. There's so many different places that you can go and just do whatever you need to do. And even if there's a lot of people there that have like work from home type of jobs, and you could see those people, and they all had spaces to do that. So please don't think that even after so many days that we're bored at all. There really is a lot to do.
Would you do the cruise again?
On a heartbeat, I would do one that's even longer.
Yeah. With even more sea days. So day 18, guess what? Went for a walk on the ship.
I thought you were asking me, like, guess what? Guess what? What? Was there a surprise? Is there a surprise?
No surprise.
No surprise.
But we did play pickleball again, this time with Dan and another new friend, Scott, who...
he was a hoot.
He was hysterical.
He was so funny.
Then we did progressive trivia. Yay. And then we got ready for dinner. Looked cute.
I think they're kind of noticing that there's a lot of time spent in between there. Every once in a while, you got to take a scan. And if you don't know what a scan is, it's a senior citizen afternoon nap. So every once in a while, we took a nap.
We did. I mean, there were other
Not
things
too
we
many.
did, but we didn't necessarily have photographic evidence. We used to play games.
We played lots of games.
Played
Lots of
lots of
card games.
Yeah, we met with friends and played games quite consistently.
Yep, it was
We
fun.
didn't have pictures of it. After getting ready for dinner, we went to the dining room, and our waiters danced for us.
Yeah, those waiters are the best.
They are such good guys.
Yeah.
They really are. We had so much fun. And then we went to the music hall.
Yep, we went to the music hall.
And we saw Bunk It Up. The lead of the group is called Anna. And she so talented.
Very good.
Turns out this group has been together for 10 years on cruise ships. This was their last cruise ship of this specific contract. And we were just blown away by their talent.
Yeah, they were definitely in sync. They were very good.
Yeah. So that's a wrap on day 18. But this video isn't over yet, because we're going to tell you all the things that you shouldn't do on a cruise ship. All right, so here are some things that you shouldn't do, or rather shouldn't forget, on a cruise.
Hey, well, one thing I would say that I didn't know that we would need so much is the portable humidifier that you bought.
Yeah. So the air conditioning works really well, and it dries out your nasal passages. And I wish we had got it out of the suitcase sooner, because I think that's what got me sick. Remember I mentioned losing my voice, is because my nasal passages were dried out, and it was not fun.
Yeah, any sort of basic pharmacy needs, like anything you can think of. Just bring a few of this, a few of that. I can't tell you how helpful it is. Cold medicines, Band-Aids, cortisone cream, all that kind of stuff. You know, just it really things that you just won't think of, but you might need some antiseptic or something.
Pretend you're going camping
Yes.
in the middle of nowhere, and take anything that you might need in that time. Because while some of it might be available on the ship, it could cost a lot.
Yeah.
They didn't have basics like Dayquil and NyQuil on the ship. They had cough drops. Those were expensive. And actually, we did so well at preparing for our pharmacy time that we actually ended up sharing things with other people.
Yeah, we liked helping people, though.
I made sure they saw the bottle, and they watched me pour it from the bottle, because I didn't want to go crazy about that.
And magnetic hooks are so important.
Yeah, anybody who's cruised a lot already knows that magnetic hooks are a really helpful thing. But in case you're new to the cruising, the walls in a cruise ship are all metal. So if you get those magnetic hooks, and you want to get them that at least hold 20 pounds, usually 30 or 40, you can hang up bathing suits. You can hang up, toiletry bags, all kinds of things that are easier to have out than tucked away, especially because on a longer trip, you don't have enough drawer space to cover all the stuff you got.
Yeah, and that leads me to the chair clips too. Like, you can get these bands to hold down your towel. It's very windy on the top decks of the ship. I still can't get over how, even if the ship is going very slow, it's always windy. So you need to have something to hold things down. So the clips for your chair really helps for that.
So you can buy clips themselves that look like giant clothes clips. We actually bought these large, sort of oversized elastic bands. And the reason I picked those is they fold up smaller, and also they can be used for other things too.
Absolutely.
Where the clips are a little bit bulkier. You also want to take a smaller bag, beach bag, backpack, something like that for excursions. Because there's always going to be things that you need that you didn't think about. You don't want to take your big old carry-on or whatever.
That, and you want to always take a couple bottles of water, or if you're going to a beach break, you're going to want your own towel maybe, or bring some towels from the ship.
Another thing that you don't want to forget is a plug with multiple USB ports in it. So depending on the age of your cruise ship, you may or may not have very many plugs. Cruise lines will not let you bring an extension cord.
Nope.
But you can have a plug that has multiple USBs. We highly recommend it, because if you have more than one device, you're going to need more than one USB port. It just makes things so much easier.
Yeah.
So that's a bunch of things that you shouldn't forget on a cruise. I think we covered a good bunch of them.
If I think of more, I will write them down.
Coming up, we have 3 non-sea days. The first one is in Tahiti, and we can't wait to share. So make sure you come back for that. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.